Hey guys, welcome to Raw Vibrant Health. My name is Light. Thank you for tuning in with yourselves and tuning in with me. May we all be free and may we all learn the truth about health. Let's talk about it, guys. Let's talk about the um, the real truth about what inflammation really is and what you can do about it. It's really simple what you can do about it, but not always easy to change our diet, change our lifestyle, and stuff like that. So, uh, so yeah, let's dive into it. So, inflammation really is when your body is full of mucus, toxins, unprocessed emotions, all this stuff just basically mixed together. And I'm talking mucus is like when your body is just completely full of mucus, it's going to encompass anything else that's around it, any pesticide residues, any heavy metals, any garbage that's stuck in there, any emotions, fragments, trauma, any of this stuff gets trapped in your body. um, if your body isn't efficient, if you're not doing the work, if you're not um, taking the time to process things, and of course, yeah, eat alkaline foods, eat living live foods, and taking time to fast. In today's day and age, you're going to have some health issues if you don't, the way that things are going, our food is getting less and less and less natural, and it's getting more and more and more dangerous. And we're seeing more and more people's bodies uh, turning in just the crud in the GI tract, hardening. The kidneys no longer working, no longer filtering this stuff out, this garbage out. People aren't sweating enough. People aren't coughing up this stuff, and at least not quick enough to eliminate this stuff from the body. So the system, uh, the lymphatic system, which is like the sewer system, is just it's rising and rising and rising and rising. And people might think, oh, I'll be okay. Uh, I'll be fine, even though they don't feel any issues, or they did feel issues. Most of them, they did feel issues, and then they went and they got a Band-Aid, which is a pharmaceutical drug, right? But yet they continue to just look the other way, justify, and be ignorant. Unfortunately, we've all been duped on every single level. So to find the real truth is hard. So inflammation is when, like I said, you have this lymphatic system. If we're talking lymphatic fluid and blood, you've got like 75-80% lymph fluid, only 20-25% blood. So you have a lot more lymphatic fluid than blood. And when you got a nice pimple, it's plump and white and juicy and yellow or whatever. Or if you have a tumor, breast tumor, or wherever your tumor is, that's lymphatic fluid, guys. And that's inflammation, right? But why do you get inflamed? Why do you get inflamed? Well, you get inflamed because you're eating the wrong foods. Like I said, dead foods. And when you're eating dead foods, you're going to just build up, you're going to start having less cellular communication. You're going to have less ability to clean up the messes, the cellular, the metabolitic wastes are just going to, they're not going to be able to exit the body, you know? And I'm talking all animal foods. This is going to do this. Anything that is acidic is going to give you inflammation. Anything that is alkaline is going to give your body a little energy, especially the fruits. Fruits are going to give your body a lot more energy so that you can, so the body can heal itself. Because the fruits really don't heal. They heal you in a way, but the other way, what really heals you is just the rest that your body is getting from these easy to digest fruits and vegetables. Uh, So you want to have the alkaline foods. You're having acidic foods, like I said, any animal products, any grains especially. Dairy is one of the worst. If you want issues, you want health issues, Just go have some more dairy. Trust me. That's the number one mucus former. So all that stuff, oils, all oils. I don't care what kind of oil. It's all mucus forming. You know. And then high protein foods of any sorts. And I keep seeing this meme online that is totally false, saying that uh, vegetable and the plant proteins don't impact your kidneys, and I've seen that the plant proteins are not going to give you a blowback on your system. They're not going to give you that acidic punch on your system, and that is completely false. I'll tell you, completely false. Trust me, guys. I've been doing this for 7 years, so I've seen. Well, I haven't eaten the animal products for that long, but I've seen what happens when you just go, you're fasting and you're eating fruits and all this, and then you go back to eating some other foods. And we're talking, yeah, anything that is the plant stuff, beans, tempeh, rice, whatever it might be, taro, taro or taro is not super high in protein, but like, yeah, the cassavas and the anything that is a high protein food. Of course, there's fake meats, which I never would recommend, and I don't eat those, but anything that is high in protein is going to give you issues. And it's not just me doing this and literally seeing, because you can see your kidneys will filter more. Your kidneys will actually, you can see stuff coming out of your urine if you are eating more fruits and vegetables, especially more juices and fruits. That's just how it works. That means you're healthier, right? And then you can also see, I know it's gross, but when you do an enema after eating some stuff that is high in protein, that is really acidic, it's gross, but this is where you know the truth. You see that, whoa, there's fresh, clear mucus there, clear mucus. So the mucus hasn't hardened in your colon and in your small intestine yet, and created all that mucoid plaque and created all the extra weight and all those issues and the SIBO and all this Crohn's and all this stuff. It hasn't done that yet. So you actually get to, this is, you can check out like Professor Arnold Ehret's books, check out Herbert Shelton, check out Dr. Sebi, check out my teacher, Dr. Morse. I mean, this stuff is real. There's real ways, practical, simple, natural ways to heal yourself now. And all of those teachers have helped people. They've had people who they have taught, and they've helped tons of people. I have countless friends who are also specializing in tissue regeneration, cellular electrification, and so they have helped a lot of people. I have helped quite a lot of people as myself. So this is real stuff. If you actually want to heal, yeah, you're going to have to make dietary changes. And I know it's hard. I know it's not easy, It's not easy to change because the food is just such you just want to, it's always there. You might not have other things around to cope, but the food, you can always cope with food. And that's why you got to learn about the detoxing. You got to learn about the truth about all the little parts of it. You got to learn how to sit with yourself and be prepared for when, you're being a warrior, you're going into battle here, and it's not going to be pretty to face your demons and your inner child, where the parts of your inner child that were wounded, and the traumas and all the little things that you forgot about that are going to come and blaring into your face when you have removed the buffer. You've removed those high protein foods. You've removed all that stuff. All that stuff is acidic. Oil, even like I said, like the plant foods, even like nuts. Like nuts are really, a lot of nuts are really high in protein. Seeds have some protein too, but the nuts usually have more. So even the plant foods, like I said, even fats. Okay, so there are healthy fats, right? The coconuts, avocados, durians, olives, stuff like that, healthy fats. It's good to be balanced in your life, but fats are also acidic. They're not really as acidic as like nuts or animal products, stuff like that, or grains, in my opinion and my experience, not my opinion. That's just the truth. You can detox still on some avocado, but there's levels to the detox. So you need to learn about all these levels. You can detox it at a snail's pace. You can detox at a turtle's pace. You can detox at a hare's pace. And what you should do, that's the thing is, that's why I always urge people to get help with someone, at least a few sessions. Find someone that you resonate with, because you really have to make the call. You really have to make the plays on a daily basis, right? You have to know what's the smartest thing for you, so that you can recover the quickest, and so that you can, so you don't make these bad calls, which everyone does. Everyone does, even if you're well informed. So it's really good to get, like I said, especially get get help with someone, and then also you need to be getting educated on the side. You have to really have an awareness, a true awareness of what I'm talking about here, and you're going to find that out with the experience. You're going to find that out with experience. And even before my 7 years of doing this, I had tried everything else, so I have quite a bit of experience. I've been in the health world for really 16 years or so, so I have a lot of experience. I know a lot of what doesn't work. I failed a lot, so. But failing is really not a bad thing, Failing is good, because if we learn from our pitfalls, we learn from our, it's all about going for it. If you're not going to go for anything, you ain't going to get anywhere. So, and it's all about trial and error, and failing is a part of it. And so, yeah, the longer you go on, you're going to see over and over what is a mucus forming, and what is going to make, like I said, what's going to make fresh mucus, what's going to give you inflammation. Because when you've done a lot of water fasting and juice fasting and detoxing and all this stuff, tons of enemas and all this stuff, and then you're on a nice balanced road, and you'll see what's going to bring fresh mucus in. Are you going to go yeah, that's because that food is mucus forming, and a lot of the stuff, in a way, you're poisoning yourself, to be honest. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. I see it all the time. I'm seeing it the last few days, because I'm off the black beans. I was eating black. I'm down here in Central America. I gotta live in the world a little bit, but you see that this, you can see this stuff for what it is. And if you have issues in your body, I don't care what it is. The solution is always the same. But yeah, like I said, though, to have really the real foresight and the best judgment and knowledge, that's that you're gonna have anyone help you who really knows this. Because yeah, the solution's the same, but everyone has different weaknesses, different things going on, different abilities, different finances, different this and that. So that it's like, how do you? It's best everyone has really a different protocol. Some person would be fine doing a certain amount of days water fasting and then doing this, and another person has no business at all water fasting, because their body is so depleted. They have no energy. They have no drive. Maybe, but really it comes down mostly to the energy of the body, and the body has no energy. They shouldn't be water fasting. You're too weak. That's why the fruits it's sometimes better to be gradually going, gradually detoxing and getting yourself ready for those deeper detoxes, if that's what you so wish to do, and that's all on you. Doing a water fast, long ones, like, it can be dangerous, but hey, I don't recommend long ones. I can't supervise people, every single person. So, um, yeah, it's really about figuring out the truth, the formula. That's why I'm here. I'm trying to give back, showing you guys there's a formula here, and the formula is really simple, like I said, but it's not easy to change, to make these changes. But it's all about just, you start one day doing something, the next day will be easier. And when you have that sense of that inner knowing, and that glowing, and that, you know, that's, we got to keep following, because I had that for 3 years. I was beach ridden, bedridden, thought I was dying. I was so acidic, my whole body was inflamed, every single part of my body was inflamed, including my brain. It hurt to think about moving. So when you're that sick, you see that you'll start to see, when you're like, let's say you're juice fast, like I was juice fasting, and I was like, yeah, I was juice fasting, and I could, I was still so sick for a long time, but I could still feel the energy of the fruit. I knew inside that this was it. Look no further. I found a teacher, Dr. Morris, who just put it really simply. I mean, guys, acid and alkaline, it's so simple. And that's why I talk a lot about what he teaches, because I tried everything else. I researched so much else. I read a lot of books. I did a lot of things. But we're in a universe where at least if you have a physical body, then you're going to have to deal with natural law. And natural law is, you are going to have to deal with chemistry, the acidic side and the alkaline side. And that you're going to have to deal with that. Your body's going to deal with that. Your mind's going to deal with that, based on predominantly what you're eating is the biggest thing. But also, it's also the other, it's all not just the diet. It's also about your if you're just being sedentary all the time, that's very acidic. You're not taking time to stretch or move, or you're listening to really, really negative, music, or always watching really violent shows, or just you're hanging out with really negative people. All that stuff's acidic, So it's lifestyle. I talk about holistic lifestyle here, and if you guys, if you need my help, hit me up. Reach out to me. I got a website. It's not that hard to find me, so I'm here. I do a lot of different things in a lot of different realms, and we can really, if you need my help, get a game plan going. And if you do like what I'm trying to do in this world, this fallen world that is finally being rebuilt, give me that. Give me the like. Fine, don't give me it. Don't subscribe. Don't like. If you're mean, don't subscribe. Don't like. And you can put a little comment down there. So that's inflammation. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. Yeah, you're doing that all the time, guy. I wonder why. But think about your whole body. It's when it's got mucus. Your glands, your prostate's full of mucus. Why do you think your sexual health is not great? Trust me, guys. I know that one from first-hand experience. Well, okay, your adrenal glands are shut down, and your kidneys are shut down. You're not removing the waste from your kidneys. And why do you think you're all the time? Because the lights aren't able to turn on. You're hitting the light switch is on, but there's so much mucus that is, it's all in the way. And the only way to get this stuff out is, gosh, you have to detox. You got to figure out, are you going to go raw food? Is that enough? Or are you going to do some fruit only, or only mono fruit meals? Are you going to take herbs? I suggest herbs. Are you going to do some juice fasting? What are you going to do? And it's all up to you. There's solutions. I'm here to tell you there are solutions. You can get well. You can get better. And may you be empowered. This channel is about helping you be empowered, helping you be free, and letting you step in to, not letting you, just, I'm giving you permission. I'm giving you permission now to step into yourself to the highest ability that you can, to the highest form of yourself. I'm giving you permission to release anything that is not serving you, and to find that rhythm and to walk firmly, confidently into that healing lifestyle, and to shed that stuff, shed that skin, shed the skin of that snake skin. We all have these parasitic skins that we were basically um, infiltrated and implanted with on so many levels. So let's shed the skin of all the acidic crap. Let's sweat out all the garbage. Poop out the 30 meals you have in your GI tract. Why do you think you're overweight? You think you're eating how many times a day? Not natural foods, and then you're pooping once a week? Some people are pooping once a week. You're thinking you're eating that much stuff, and then you're just not. You think it's just. But I know, guys, that we get when we're in those states, because I wasn't overweight like that, but I was acidic as you could ever be. I know that when you're in those spots, you're not able to think clearly. This foods are drugs, guys. Even the basic ones, even the heavier foods that are whole foods can be drugs, or close to whole foods can be drugs. So just know that if you're just this is it. Look no further. If you need help, take the responsibility, change your life, and be blessed, be free, and enjoy the unity of this new world that is coming. It's here, and enjoy the new you that is it's available. You can step into it in a it's up to you how quickly. Do you want to get well, or do you want to stay the same? You want to stay in the same place, doing the same things, or do you want to live to your optimal, like just live to your freest, most aligned version of you? You make the call. Peace, guys.